It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why.
Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the JavaScript Podcast. Woo! After last time where we discussed a lot of the grim sides of fairy tales, I think we need something a little bit lighter for this episode. Don't you agree, Nicholas?
I agree.
Yeah. So what are we going to be talking about today?
Well, before we get into the topic, I have a question for you.
What is your question?
So shout out to our sister podcast, The Pavement Perspective.
Okay.
Because a couple of weeks ago, and by the time this episode comes out, about 2 months ago, he asked a would you rather.
Okay.
Or someone asked... No, this is the would you rather he came up himself.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you the would you rather to see what you would rather.
Okay, sure.
Would you rather have a vertical mouth or a horizontal arse crack? So basically the opposite of what they are now.
I'm assuming this world would adapt to vertical mouths and horizontal ass cracks.
Well, it depends on how you want to take the situation. Are you living in a world where you're the only one, or is this the normal situation?
Well, I want to live in a world where I'm, where this is like the normal situation. I kind of don't want to deviate from, from the norm. However, considering the fact that whenever I wipe my mouth horizontally with a tissue, whenever I'm eating, there's a mess on my lips, right? It doesn't get it all the way. I feel like having a horizontal, butt crack would be, just gross.
Plus, the thing for me, I'm pretty sure The Simpsons or someone did a breakaway about that, and every time he farted, it sounded like a foghorn going off because of the way that everything clapped together.
Yeah. So here's I would rather have a horizontal mouth because like sometimes I can form it like horizontally, like. Well,
I was going to say, you're just going to like turn your mouth? I was like, what do you mean you can form your...
Yeah. This would be even funnier if you saw the gesture I was trying to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, no, like, like the fish lips,
Yep.
Yeah. That's basically horizontal lips.
Fair.
Yeah.
See, the way that I'm imagining it, though, is that it would just be your mouth just like that. So it wouldn't even be fish lips. It would literally be...
horizontal.
Like that.
Yeah, but then you can still open it like a regular mouth. I mean, if you can open your mouth to like a shocked face and it's like a full circle,
then
right?
it would look fine.
Yeah. So assuming that I can still wait. Okay. So is it just my mouth that's horizontal or my teeth, tongue?
Everything because it has to follow shape of like it because otherwise if you're sideways but your teeth are still on the like top and bottom, which would be the sides now.
And the way I talk would be like just like that. Yeah.
Like curtains opening and drawing.
Yes, exactly. So I would prefer a vertical mouth because even then, right? Even if it would make eating food like rather difficult. There would still be we might be able to find like adaptations for it, especially if it's like the norm, right? You just turn your spoon sideways, but something's gonna catch it, and then like you eat it.
Have like a 3D spoon. Well, spoons are 3D, but you know what I mean. Yeah. A spoon with a different shape. Would that be a 4D spoon?
A 4D spoon, a tesseract spoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
A spoon that we can't even perceive.
Yes.
Because it is in the fourth dimension.
Indeed, sir. Yeah. So So and when you take a bite from that the spoon, right? You suddenly get transported into the multiverse.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Anyway. So I think I'd agree.
Yeah.
I think I'd go for the vertical mouth as well. That was my answer, but you brought up a good point about the food because it wouldn't stay in your mouth.
Yeah.
So that is a good point.
There was a time, I think I told you about this, before I went to the Philippines last year, I had Bell's palsy.
Yes.
And it probably almost is going to feel like that because I didn't feel half of my face, right? It was paralyzed.
Yeah.
So... and if you guys don't know, there's one nerve that connects your entire half of your face muscles to your brain, and if that one nerve gets pinched or damaged, then an entire side of your face is just not going to work. And so I struggled to keep one side of my mouth closed while I chewed with the other one. But of course, when I chew, my lip muscles kind of like drag along the other side, right? And I can't feel anything there, so I can't chew, right? Because I can't feel the chewing. I can't feel any. So that's probably what it would feel like. And so, because like food constantly just falls out, right?
Yeah. That's
So,
not fun.
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun. So I would,
Fair.
yeah, it's probably the closest you can get to a vertical mouth.
Fair.
Yeah,
I can see
food
that.
just constantly falling out.
Were you just listening to I Can't Feel My Face
When I'm with you, I can feel half my face when I'm with you.
Yeah, it can't be the whole face.
Yeah.
Only half the face.
Yeah, half a face. Yeah, so The Weeknd actually had Bell's palsy, but it's like the entire face, his entire face.
It's crazy.
And he can't keep his eyes shut, so that's why he was blinded by the lights.
No, that's the wrong song.
Ooh, I'm blinded by
Oh, no,
the
it was the right
lights.
song. Yeah, okay. I got distracted by Flashing Lights, which is a different song.
Oh, God. The pop culture references don't stop here at the JavaScript podcast.
They never stop.
They don't.
So,
So,
today's topic. Oh, we're only 6 minutes in. I should have waffled on for a lot
oh,
longer.
God. You shouldn't have. Because it's, oh my God, it's a whole thing where we can't start an episode until 10 minutes before.
Absolutely.
Or 10 minutes after.
So how's your day? No, I'm just kidding.
The weather in Minnesota is a balmy 65 degrees. No.
So,
So,
the topic for today is nicknames.
yes.
So-
The name of the episode is The Name Game 2. Nicknames.
Nick's names.
Nick's names. Yeah. And there's two Nicks with names.
Nick squared.
Yes.
Both Nick's names.
Yes.
So the reason that this came about is because it's pretty obvious why Nick is short for Nicholas.
Yes.
It's pretty obvious why Bill is short for William. But then, how do you get Dick from Richard?
Because he's a real dick.
No, you ask him nicely.
Fair enough.
I've
Fair
been
enough.
saving up that joke since I came up with the idea for this episode.
You told me
I've
at
been
lunch.
saving up that idea.
You told me at lunch one time that you had a brilliant way to start this episode. Was that it?
That was it.
Hell yes. But yeah, no. So there was this one TikToker. Like this whole episode reminds me of this one TikToker who's like, here are some nicknames for your friend named blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Right. And he just like goes super unhinged.
Is this the one where he's got the whiteboard?
Yes, he's
Yes,
got the
I've seen that
whiteboard.
guy, yeah.
So I'm gonna make a nickname for you two Nicholases and say instead of Nick, right, or Nikki or something like that.
Hey, Nicky, you so fine. So fine.
Yes. Instead of that, I'm just gonna stick with the middle and call you Ick. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Or if
you insist.
Or go to the other half of your name and say Holus.
Hola.
Holas.
Multiple hellos.
Yes. Holas. Or just shorten it further and say Ho. What's up, Ho?
I mean, I would defend myself, but I can't lie.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So the first part of the episode is going to be about historical nicknames like Dick from Richard and Bill from William and stuff like that.
Yes.
But then I found some workplace nicknames.
Okay.
And to premise that one of my favorite ones, it was a construction site. And there was a guy who had one leg shorter than the other.
Okay.
So he had a limp. So they called him the Sniper's Nightmare.
The Sniper's Nightmare. Okay.
Which is one of my favorite nicknames of all time.
I think we'd get fired from our job if we called somebody with a limp at work the
Sniper's Nightmare. You have to have people that get it. If they don't get it, then,
Yeah.
Because there are times where my humor gets me in trouble.
How many
Because I'll
times
say
have-
something quite often, especially because a lot of people over here don't understand sarcasm.
Oh, God.
So I'll say something not being serious and they'll take it as being serious.
Oh, God.
Because they don't understand sarcasm. So, whereas if I was in England, everyone just assumes I'm being sarcastic
All the
and just
time.
runs with it. So,
Wait, so if you say something actually serious, like, hey, I actually have cancer, yada, yada, and they're like,
Yeah,
"All
right."
Okay. What, like the friggin' trickster.
you're a cancer on my life, that's what you are.
Oh, God. I don't know what's worse. is that if somebody takes everything seriously, or if nobody takes it seriously.
Well, there's a would you rather. Would you like to take everything literally, or take nothing literally?
I would like to take nothing literally. I feel like that's the whole premise of this podcast, is that we take nothing seriously.
That's fair.
Right? And so everything is a joke.
Why so serious?
You know how I got these scars? Yeah. I can do film references too.
Yeah, for like the 3 films that you've seen.
Yeah.
He was trying to quote The Godfather in the last episode and he got the quote wrong.
It's the same idea. It's an offer or a deal or no deal.
Yeah, but you've got
that you can't refuse.
You've either got The Godfather or you've got bloody Howie Mandel.
So?
I'm not scared of Howie Mandel.
Is Howie Mandel the same as the Godfather?
No, Howie Mandel's the guy with all the suitcases.
So he's the suit father.
His harem of women that he has on his show.
He has the suit father.
You know, speaking of Deal or No Deal.
Okay.
So since we were talking about Britain's Got Talent in the break, No Deal or No Deal is another show that started in England. But if you watch the one in England, all the suitcases are just, well, they're not even suitcases, they're cardboard boxes, effectively. But they're just regular people. So what happens is at the beginning of the episode, they'll call your number, and if it's your turn, then that's your episode. And you open everyone else's boxes as you're going through. So it's not all these beautiful women in cocktail dresses with suitcases. Such an American concept for a show. It's like, look at all these American Miss Americas that we've got with suitcases.
Yeah, so it's a British concept. No wonder it flopped.
See, here's the thing. I'm not even mad that you made that joke. I'm mad because it didn't flop. So that joke doesn't work. It's more like...
Okay.
Because for a joke to work, there has to be an element of truth to it.
Well, I told you about, I think I told you recently about a reality show called Deal or No Deal Island. where they're all, it's like Love Island, but with Deal or No Deal.
Those two things should not go together. So the premise of that is I am not scared of Howie Mandel.
Okay.
However, I am scared of the mafia. Why not? There's more chance of me being killed by the mafia than Howie Mandel. What do you mean, sure?
Sure.
Statistically, Mr. Maths, there is more chance of me getting killed by the mafia.
I never took statistics in high school. I took pre-calculus. Thank you very much.
I'm going to stop myself from what I was going to say.
And this is the funniest thing, is that I don't even need a squeaky voice to annoy you. I don't need to keep making the same jokes. I don't need to keep pretending that I'm serious when I'm actually making a joke. I just need to
put everyone to sleep by saying X equals Y, Z, Q, V to the 7th power.
You just made, I think that's the theory of everything. You just solved it.
No, the theory of everything is 42.
That's the theory of life.
That's
actually.
a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference.
Okay, whatever.
Another film that you haven't seen.
So?
Mr. I can make film references. Like I said, you've only seen 3 films.
I can make film references, just not Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah,
but I can make a Spaceballs reference.
The only film, you can
I've
reference
seen.
is The Eras Tour, the documentary.
No, that's not true. I can reference other films.
Like what? Les Miserables?
No, not just that.
Hamilton?
No, not just that.
Name me one that's not a musical.
Okay, one that's not a musical. Cats Don't Dance.
It's probably a musical.
No, it's not. It's not a musical. It has music, but it's not a musical.
Is it though?
Okay, another Cats one that's not a musical. Aristocats.
That's kind of a musical.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, see, even Nick agrees with me.
See, that's not a musical, though. How is it a musical?
They sing.
So?
A film like James Bond isn't a musical. A film
There's
like
music in it.
But no one's singing to it.
Well, there's people sometimes that... You know, at the opening sequence, somebody's singing to the song.
But it doesn't break into a dance number.
How are you so sure about that? It breaks into a
because
sequence that has a
literally,
dance... Okay.
I've literally
Move on, because we're going to argue about this for hours.
Exactly. You started this argument over bloody Deal or No Deal.
Island.
Just Deal or No Deal. So to answer the question, how do you get dick from Richard? Besides asking him nicely.
Okay.
So in the Middle Ages,
okay,
Rich and Rick were nicknames of Richard. But then there was also Dick and Hick.
So Dick was an actual name?
Because it was a rhyming nickname. So when you called someone Rick, there'd also be Dick or Hick as like a rhyming thing. So it'd probably be one of those things where it's like, because Richard was so common, it's like, you're Rick, he's Dick, he's Hick, he's Stick, he's the prick. You know,
He's
like,
the prick. Well, did you know that they used to call President Richard Nixon Tricky Dick?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you know that, who's the guy who wrote the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? I can't remember his name. But he said that Richard Nixon was so bent that he probably couldn't get his trousers on straight.
Oh, God. Fair enough. Speaking of tricky dicks in the White House. Anyway, so...
No, he just is a dick.
Okay.
So I like this one. Rick gave way to Dick and Hick, and while Rich became Hitch. Dick, of course, is the only rhyming slang that stuck over time, and boy, did it stick. He was just trying to get as many things that rhymed with Rick into that sentence.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Mental Floss for this article.
At this point, was Dick, referred to as the penis?
The Richard.
The Richard. Right? Because if they used Dick as a, just as a rhyme, right, then how did it became...
It probably wasn't, because, like, it wasn't as big a thing to be called Dick, like, around Richard Nixon's time. Because he wasn't referred to as, he's being a dick.
Okay.
He was just referred to as Dick Nixon, because he was Richard.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't. It was probably a more modern thing. That
Fair enough.
So next one.
Okay.
William. Indeed, with a H.
With a H. All right.
So Bill and Will. It's all just rhyming.
Yeah.
The Middle Ages. They had nothing going on. They had to rhyme things. Although I did like that William III was called King Billy, mockingly.
Damn.
Billy and Mandy.
Billy and Mandy. See, imagining a time before the modern era, right?
People.
Yeah, imagine all the people who had to entertain themselves by making up nicknames.
Yep.
Yeah, rhyming nicknames at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we just make our brain rot with Skibbity Riz Toilet and Finna Woke.
I can't believe you've done this.
No. Oh, God.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, God.
So next one. How do you get Hank from Henry?
Hank from Henry. Yeah. The only reason I know Hank is the nickname for Henry is because of Hank Pym.
Oh, fair.
Right? From Ant-Man.
Henry Pym. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, who the heck is Henry Pym? Is that Hank's father? But no, I researched it, and apparently Hank is the nickname. So, and that's how I know that Hank Green's full name is William Henry Green III.
Fair.
Yeah. So,
Well, apparently, unlike most things in history, it's not the French. We have to blame the Dutch this time.
okay.
So it comes from the name Hendrik,
Hendrik.
and short for Hendrik was Henk.
Hendrik Lamar.
But then when they came over, no, not him,
okay.
his father. But when they came over to England, they thought they were saying Hank because of the way that their accent sounded. They're like, oh, Hank, okay.
Oh.
Fucking Dutch. Oh,
I had a
didn't censor
feeling-
myself. Censor that one.
Yeah, censor that one, Nick, for us.
I
Thank you.
didn't censor myself.
This is going to be a new running joke where we just tell Nick to censor
Basically,
stuff.
yeah.
All right. To give him editing notes live on the microphone. This is going to be a new inside joke. But, I had a feeling that it wasn't about like that pronunciation from a foreign person. It was probably, I had a feeling that it was probably because Henry always carried around a handkerchief. And so they call him Hank.
But what about people not called Henry that carried around a handkerchief?
It doesn't matter because the ones who carry a handkerchief now are the more famous Hanks. And so they just assume that, we forgot the origins of this and now we're just going to call you Hank because you're Henry.
What if it was Chief Henry? Then they'd be the handkerchief.
Yeah, pretty much. The handkerchief.
Should we
Hank is
move on to Charles?
Oh, God.
How do you get Chuck from Charles?
I did not know that Chuck was from Charles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, that's interesting. Because Charles, as a child, was chucked as like a football
To reference our other episode, he was a frog and he was chucked against a
Yes,
wall.
yes, yes. And so, or he was bullied in school and he was chucked into walls, right, as a kid. And then his classmates called him Chuck.
Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, and then the name just stuck for all the Chuck. I'm rhyming right now. This name stuck for all the Chuck. You mother.
Damn it, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. I was trying to find the censor.
Yeah.
No, actually.
What is it?
So apparently in Middle English, Charles was Chucken. Chukken. So even when it changed to Charles, Chuck just stayed.
Okay, so
is weird.
was he the inventor of the Chuck and dance? Oh man,
It is funny how popular that song is in Germany.
it is.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Like, if you go
I
anywhere
know
for
it was popular
Oktoberfest.
here.
If you go anywhere for Oktoberfest, the umpo band will start playing the chicken
Oh
song.
God.
Yeah.
Oh God. See, I plan to go to Germany one day and then just drink and black out and go to work blacked out like you, Nick.
No. I overdose on caffeine when I'm at work. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gee, yeah, a funny thing happened at work recently where Nick spilled his espresso onto the table.
Such a waste of caffeine.
Yeah, I told him that was the universe telling him to stop drinking now.
No.
Yes, it was.
To be fair, I did rescue your phone.
Yeah,
Because
you
it was
did.
going right for your phone.
It was funny because I spent so much of my energy or my attention trying to avoid the coffee spilling, right? Because it was like spilling in my direction. He was pointing to me, and so the cup tipped over in my
Yep.
direction, right? And so I backed away from the table because it was about to spill over the table. And so when I stood up, I'm like, oh, thank God my phone is good. Wait a minute.
Where's my phone?
It's my, yeah.
It was the teleporting coffee. The phone ended
Yeah.
up in another dimension.
Yeah, and you had to go and grab it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So,
why I disappeared.
Not only do you transcend time and space, you transcend dimensions as well.
Sometimes.
Why?
Depends on my mood.
Okay. All right.
Or necessity.
All right. Well, safe to assume that your alter ego here also transcends dimensions. Is that right, Nick?
No, he's from a different dimension.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So he's you from another universe,
Exactly.
basically.
Another universe. A me-adverse.
A Nicky-verse?
Yeah, exactly.
A Nick-verse? Anyway.
Did you know that Peggy is a nickname?
Yeah, for Margaret.
Why is it a nickname for Margaret? Well, I'm
I
going
don't
to tell
know.
you, but why is it a nickname for Margaret?
Okay, so I dated this girl in high school named Maggie, right? And her full name is Magdalena after Mary Magdalene.
Yeah.
Right? And it makes sense. Maggie.
Yeah.
Right? And Maggie is also a nickname for Margaret. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because it's close.
Right? Because Margaret, right?
Yeah.
But then when I learned that Peggy Carter's full name is Margaret Carter,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Do you want to know the really unsatisfying answer?
Well, I mean, when you're getting pegged, I'm sure you're satisfied. Hey! Is that what? Is that? Is that why she's called Peg? She's a
Absolutely.
She's a
She's a peggist.
No, she's a lady of the night who specializes in pegging.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So now
no,
you know.
It's rhyming again.
Oh God.
Because it
So
went
Maggie,
from
Peggy,
yeah,
stuff like that. Okay.
Meg to Peg.
Meg.
Meggie to Peggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meg doesn't make sense because it's Margaret.
Yeah.
Why is it Meg? Meg is for Megan or Megatron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Megatron.
Yeah.
Griffin. Family Guy reference.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Robots in disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one was Mog. I don't know where Mog came from.
Mog?
Yeah, M-O-G.
It's probably the accent.
Because it literally says summer obvious is in Meg, Mog, or Maggie. How is Mog obvious?
Well, if you're an English person named Margaret, you say Margaret. So it's probably Mog.
I'm not that posh.
Yes, you are.
In fact, I'm not posh at all. I'm from the rough part of England.
You're Margaret.
Well, not as rough as Liverpool, but it's still rough.
Yeah.
Anyway, how do you get Ted from Edward?
I thought Ted was always the nickname for Theodore.
It is also the nickname for Theodore, but it's short for Edward as well.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't it Ed, or why is it Ted? Where's the T?
Basically, again, it's all the Middle Ages. What the hell was going on in the Middle Ages?
Okay.
Not even the Dark Ages. At least the Dark Ages, nothing was going on. The Middle Ages has no excuse. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they liked to just swap in letters. So it is just Ed with a T on it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So, since there were a limited number of first names in the Middle Ages, letter swapping allowed people to differentiate people with the same name.
Oh, God.
It was common to replace the first letter of a name that began with a vowel, as in Edward, with an easier pronounced consonant such as T. Mm-hmm. Of course, Ted was already a popular nickname for Theodore, which makes it one of the only nicknames derived from two different first names.
See, okay, I once learned, because I got curious, like how there's like Louis the 14th and like William the 100th or something like that.
Yep.
Right. So I found out that the largest denominational name, or like I think it's a post-nominal name or a post-nominal number for a family lineage is I think it's a German family who had a rule where like their lineages are supposed to be named. I think it's Friedrich or something like that. Right. So there's like Friedrich the 75th is the largest post-nominal name.
Fair.
Yeah. So their entire lineage end with the 75th.
So it's not like the popes where there's like Innocent the 452nd, but they're not actually blood related.
No. Yeah, because a pope picks his name after.
Which is always funny because if you look at all the Pope Innocents, they were not innocent.
Yeah.
They were all the ones that like started the Crusades and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like, Pope Innocent and Pope Pius. No.
Why do you think they want to name themselves that?
But then you have like Pope Jimmy. And he was like the normal one.
Yeah. Yeah. We got Pope Francis too.
He was cool.
Yeah.
I like Pope Francis.
If I were to become Pope, my name would probably be Pope Muffin the First.
Pope Taylor's version.
Yes, Pope Taylor's version the first. Hell yes, Pope Taylor.
And then just like how they were worried about JFK being run by the Pope, they'd be worried about Taylor Swift running the Catholic Church.
Well, it's the first time that you've had a Pope who's the anti-hero.
Well, who knows? It might not be the first time.
I had this dream where I get older.
Have we not seen some of the popes? I was just saying some of the innocent ones started the Crusades.
Yeah.
Anyway, so last one with origins.
Okay.
How do you get Sally from Sarah?
I did not know that Sally was from Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sarah is obviously Sally's mother. So that's how you get Sally from Sarah.
Yeah. How do you know?
Yeah.
No, that's complete and utter nonsense.
Yeah.
So
for a second, I thought I was correct. I was like, God damn it. Okay.
It was, again, like with Bloody Ted. Mm-hmm. They just replaced the R with L's.
Okay.
So, Jesus. So, like some English nicknames, Sally was derived by replacing the R in Sarah with an L. Mm-hmm. Same is true for Molly, which is a common nickname for Mary.
So I get Mary.
But how is Molly a nickname for Mary when Molly is 2 letters longer?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
So Molly Brown, the unsinkable Molly Brown, is actually Mary Brown.
I thought it was the unsinkable Titanic.
No, Molly Brown is a person on the Titanic.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. So she was hit by an ice cube.
Except she didn't go down with a ship.
I go down with...
Get down with the sickness. Come on, get down with the sickness.
Can you imagine if that's the song that was playing when the Titanic sank?
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of getting Celine Dion.
No. The song that should be playing while the Titanic is sinking is
We're going down.
We're going down, down. And take a look. Down,
we were both on the same wavelength there.
Yes. Or it's the end of the world as we know it. Or we're going down. I'm yelling timber. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You're as cold as ice.
Taylor Swift song is I've never been anywhere cold as you. Oh man.
Right,
Why
so-
are we making Titanic jokes now?
I don't know.
Molly Brown, that's why.
So we're moving on to onto nicknames, but like given nicknames.
Just like Nicholas
So
McRae.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yes.
Would you mind censoring when he says my full name?
I've said my full name on this podcast before.
But you don't have a middle name, do you not?
Yeah.
Do you?
I've already told you my middle name is Paul. Oh god.
Is it? Did you tell me that?
It is.
Can you see the like steam rising from my head?
But if you so choose to have your your full name censored,
Yeah.
sure. You can do that, right, Nick? Yeah.
Sure. Just remember, around 32 minutes.
Yeah.
So these were all tweeted in to thepoke.com,
Okay.
apparently. Poke.
Poke.
It's like being on Facebook in 2007.
Yeah, why was poking a thing back then?
Yeah. Why was putting your full address and social security number on Facebook? That was a weird thing. And then
Yeah.
people were wondering why they were getting doxxed. It's like, well, no.
Just have Nick censor.
No shit. I did. Nick censored that.
Anyway.
Simon Duffy, a.k.a. the Duffmeister,
Oh god.
sent in, guy I worked with was called Gary Gray. His nickname was Gary Anagram. Because
Why?
Gary and Gray.
Oh. Okay, sure. Here, let me go on a tangent about some of the nicknames in the Philippines because I said that I would contribute to this by saying some nicknames in the Philippines. And if you're a Filipino, you know that every person has a nickname, right? Doesn't matter if you can't nickname their name, they have a nickname.
It's like you're Jerry.
Yeah, actually, my dad is Jerry.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. So that's why I just go by Gerard most of the time. But actually, one of our coworkers calls me G.
Fair.
Or G Money.
Fair.
Yeah. So in the Philippines, right, we are all familiar with the J names, right? JL, JR, RJ.
Sure.
If you have a J name, yeah, like you have a 2-letter name, right? RJ, CJ, WJ. I mean, everyone has a J.
But where did the
Especially-
J's come from? Are they people that have J's in their name, or are the J's just appear?
The
Like
J's
they're
are
called
there.
William and now they're WJ.
The WJ.
Like
See, most of the time,
we're NJ.
yeah. Most of the time, the J appears because they're a junior, right? So, Carlos Jr. would be CJ.
Oh.
Richard Jr. would be RJ.
So you'd be GJ.
No, I am not named exactly like my dad, right? So I'm not a junior, right? And then for the people who are, who don't want that like something J name, they're just called Junior. Yeah.
Okay.
So their dad is called like John, right? And their kid is just named Junior.
Like in Indiana Jones. Junior.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen Indiana Jones. Why am I referencing films I know you haven't seen?
I've seen
Jesus.
Indiana Jones.
Have you seen The Last Crusade?
I've seen Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and that's about it. Anyway, moving on to the
That's like saying that the only Star Wars film you've seen is Episode 8.
so
The one that everyone hates.
so.
Even the one that I can't defend. And I
Okay.
can defend everything.
I kind of liked Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Anyway, so moving on from that, the weirdest nicknames probably come from the provinces of the Philippines because in Visayas, right, the middle islands of the Philippines, right, my dad, even though he has almost the same name as me, is called Dodong. And literally every young man is called Dong or Dodong. It just means
Oh, I thought
Guy.
you said Dodo.
no.
I thought it was because they're not around.
Oh, God.
They're extinct.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. Yeah, basically every guy. It's a short. It's a short version of dude, or like a Filipino way of saying the word dude. So you're just, hey dude, hey dong.
Hey, dude.
Yeah. So, and then it comes down to our president's names as well, right? And our senators'
Oh,
names.
President Dude?
President Dude. Yeah. So our current president is Ferdinand Marcos Jr., right?
Oh, so he's FJ?
Yes.
Or is he
exactly.
FMJ?
You know, there's actually I don't know if he was ever president, but there's a figure in Philippine politics named Fernando Poe Jr., and he was actually FPJ.
Fair.
Yeah. So,
It's the notorious FPJ.
yeah. Yeah. Notorious FPJ. And so his nickname is Bong Bong.
Interesting.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have a senator named Ramon Revilla Jr., and his name is Bong.
Okay.
Just Bong. Meanwhile, the women of the Philippines, they're safe from the nicknames. I mean, yes, they can get called Inday or Day, right? When it comes to provinces, right? But most of the time, have you ever heard of a nickname for Imelda Marcos? No, right?
No, but then again, this is the first time I've heard the name Imelda Marcos, so that would make sense
Yeah.
as to why I've not heard a nickname for Imelda Marcos.
She's the one with the shoes.
Well, I would hope that there's a lot of people with shoes.
Okay. But yeah, so Filipinos, you understand the nicknames. Going back to my ex from high school, her name was Magdalena, but I think so. She also got the nickname Nena because her little cousins call her Nena because of
they couldn't say Magdalena. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Maggie. F you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. So.
But then again, what did you expect when you dated someone who was the prostitute of Christ?
Oh God. Move on.
By the way, so I was going to make a serious point though on the fact that it's mostly the men who have nicknames in the Philippines. Usually, it's men that are coming up with nicknames. You very rarely hear girls have nicknames unless it's like Jess for Jessica or Brit for Brittany. You very rarely hear of. I'm trying to think of an example of oh, that's pretty Brittany, and that's like sporty Brittany, and that it's very rare that you have girls that have nicknames.
It's Brittany, bitch. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's weird too because the post-nominal names are all, the post-nominal numbers and denominations are also only for men. Because when I learned about
not necessarily Elizabeth the First.
Yeah,
and Elizabeth the Second.
She's royal family though.
Yeah, but I mean, you very rarely get which of the Greens was it? Hank Green?
Yes,
Henry
Hank-
Green. You very
William
rarely
Henry.
get someone where you've got like 4 Hanks in a row.
Yeah,
Like-
but here's the kicker though. Aaron Burr's daughter is named after her mother, Theodosia. So they're both Theodosia. And I have a theory. Name theory. Where
A theory doja?
yes, a Theodosia. Where I think it's because, back when I guess this system was created, women normally marry and take the man's last name.
Yeah.
And so that's how they distinguish it. But still, I feel like there could be a post-nominal version for women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, from Ben Patterson,
Okay.
with the imaginative handle of Ben Patterson 1.
Oh, very imaginative. So creative. Jeez.
Slightly unrelated, but there was a footballer called Fitz Hall, whose nickname was One Size. One size fits all.
I got it. One size fits all. Oh, God.
This one is from Daz Midgley. Omic Daz? Don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
But I've got a mate called Mambo because he once lived at number 5.
Okay. And his neighbor...
That's such an English thing.
His neighbor was Harry Potter because he lived at number 4 Privet Drive.
No.
Okay, fine. Fine. My joke just kind of went over your head.
Well, no, it's because he wasn't the chosen one.
Okay. The chosen one lived at number 1 Privet Drive, yeah.
No, he didn't, because Harry Potter lived at number 4. He's the chosen one.
Yeah, number 1.
Unless you...
1 Privet Drive.
There's that scene where he's talking to Hermione and she hits him with the book because he was being an idiot.
Yeah.
But I am the chosen one.
But I am the chosen one. All right, sorry.
So stop putting ads in the way of things. I can't read it, stupid thing. God damn
Is
you,
it
the poke.
about hypersexuality?
No, it's about honest hypoallergenic bath and body care for sensitive skin.
Oh boy. I think it's trying
Either
to
that or the AARP Labor Day sale.
Okay.
Apparently, I can join for $11 per day.
Oh, nice. Why don't you?
If I get a 5-year membership.
There you go. Do it.
I'm not the right age for AARP. Not
Okay.
because I'm too young, but because I've been aged out in the other direction.
I mean, technically, you weren't born. You came here on a comet.
Exactly.
And we
That's
don't
the other
know.
reason.
We don't know your origins.
Exactly.
You're like Galactus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I herald his big. Okay.
the last one from this website, Paul Carolan.
Okay.
I used to work at a very sociable company, not country, company.
You work in a country. Yes.
Exactly. There was one bloke who never went out, so we called him the Olympic Flame.
Fair enough.
And now, distract for a minute because I need to switch over to Reddit.
Okay. Let's think of nicknames for Nick based on his personality. Donald Duck. No.
Is it because I'm unintelligible?
Yes. Yeah, that's how you sound at work. Yeah.
So I've already opened it. So,
Anytime you need me to distract, I'm just going to keep trying to make up nicknames for you.
So Claire with an I, because despite her name being spelt without an I, she only had one eye.
Does she wear a pirate's like eye patch?
Maybe.
Yeah.
This one's my favorite one. This one I saw this morning.
Okay.
We had a teacher who only had 4 fingers, so we used to call him Kit Kat.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. It would be awesome if her name was either Kit or Catherine.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Or both. Kit Catherine. And she only had 4 fingers. Yeah.
Catalina Kittinson or something like that.
4
Cat Kit.
fingers and 20 years ago.
4 score and 20.
4 fingers and 7 years ago. Our 4 fingers.
This is a brilliant one. Our apprentice is called Sexy Hands
Why?
because he fucks up everything he touches.
Oh! You know, that reminds me of this coworker I had back when I worked on the phones. This was like 3 years ago. We were this guy was training one of our coworkers, and she always would like assume where to click next, right, on certain programs, right? And so like it would always mess everything up because she would click OK, and like the trainer would be like, no, you have another step.
You haven't.
Right. Yeah. And so, he nicknamed her Bionic Fingers. Because her clicks are just automatic. Yeah. And really fast before he could catch it. Yeah. Yeah, this was it was a customer service job that I worked at. So yeah. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So Bionic Fingers. Instead of like butter fingers where everything slips from your hands, you're just like Bionic Fingers. Jinx, you owe me 16,000 sodas. Okay.
I'll give you one.
Oh God. Okay.
You've got a choice of Diet Coke, Sprite, or Dr. Pepper.
Diet Sprite Pepper.
Perfect.
Okay.
So here's a trifecta. A trifecta.
A three-factor.
I still haven't woken up from that nap I took 3 hours ago.
Okay.
I have a friend called Isabel who, on account of being ginger and 6'3", got the name Clifford, aka the big red dog. Since then, all subsequent Isabels have been changed. We have Mini Clifford. Oh, actually, it's a fourfer.
Oh God.
Mini Clifford, Blue Clifford, and Epileptic Clifford.
That reminds me of a brilliant story from high school because I also had a classmate named Isabel, right?
Okay.
And if she knows or remembers who I am, right, and is listening to this podcast by some sheer coincidence, right, Isabel, this is for you. Okay. So
Shout out to Izzy.
Yes, Izzy. So Isabel kind of got this nickname starting off from one class, but then it spread throughout the entire school.
Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah, it started in art class because there was because she was slumped over. She was a little pale, right? And she, doesn't like socializing with people, right? Her hair is always greasy. I'm sorry, Isabel, for describing you this way, but it's how people saw you, right? So take a wild guess what they called her. She also had like pretty big eyes.
I might not be on the same wavelength, so do I want to be cruel?
Schmiegel.
That's awful.
They called her Schmiegel, but it started off with her friend group. There was just like 3 people, right? And the art teacher that we had at the school kind of overheard being called Schmiegel, and she was not good with names, right? And she doesn't remember her name, her actual name, and so she just called her by the way people called her and the way that she
everyone else
remembers.
is calling her Schmiegel.
Yeah, everyone else is calling her Schmiegel. I don't know. She's like I don't know who Schmiegel is, right? So she's like I called her Schmiegel because like that's how everyone else calls her. And so soon the entire art class started calling her that. And of course it spread all through other classes. And in senior year, when I came back for the summer, there was like a week before classes started when I came back because I was in a video production class to set up our little news studio, right? She was there. And when she walked in, I was like, Schmiegel! And she was like, stop calling me that. And it was cruel and very awful. Yes. And then our video production teacher started calling her Schmiegel.
No.
And
Poor girl.
Yeah, this poor girl. Literally anytime I go to lunch with her, right? Her and her friends just call her Schmiegel still.
Then again, if there was a bloke that was trying to pick her up, or a girl, if anyone was trying to pick her up, not judging,
Yeah.
then they could turn that around perfectly. Because they could say, I'm not going to call you Schmiegel, I'm going to call you my precious.
Oh, God. Yes. Yes. My precious. Yes. That's very true. That's very true. But I don't know if anyone still calls her Schmiegel, right?
Oh, I'm sure there's people
But-
that do. Mm.
Yeah, I kind of like when I was still in college, I talked, I was still in communication with some of my old friends from theater, right, who knew Isabel. And hey, do you remember Schmiegel? I'm like, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Of course.
Yeah, you're not
Of course.
referencing the movie. No. You're referencing my friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Hey, a couple more because I know we're coming up to your favorite timeline, the 50th minute. Pebble. Because his name was Wayne Johnson.
That's Dwayne Johnson's son, the Pebble.
Used to work with a bloke called Clark. He had an odd walk and would hold his hands out in front of him when he walked. Looked a bit like a dinosaur. Ended up being called Jurassic Clark.
Jurassic Clark. Hell yeah.
Here's one. It kind of sounds like one of the names that you were saying earlier. Badong. Apostrophe D-O-N-G.
Okay.
Because the guy looked like he'd been hit in the face with a frying pan, and that's the sound it would have made.
Ba-dong. Ba-dong. Yes. Yes, but also that's cruel, man. Come on. That's as bad as Schmiegel.
Yeah. There was another one, Dug Up.
Okay.
No, it was called Treasure because his name was Dug Up.
Oh.
There was a boy called Tina because his last name was Turner.
Okay.
Let's see.
There was recently a Smosh sketch where they were making up characters. One of the characters' names was like Mandy Less because it's Mandy Moore. The opposite of Mandy Moore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mindy Less.
Mandy Less.
There's a nickname for Disser. Because his name was Neil Poynton, so it was Disappointing.
Disappointed. Okay. I mean, he could retaliate by saying, you say I'm disappointed. Well, guess what? Disappointing.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
He's like,
Try me, bitch.
Yep, exactly.
so, yeah. And Nick, when you listen back to that, it's going to be really funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's too many replies to this one comment, so it's taking me forever to.
Oh God.
There's a new guy started at my office, and we called him Manbat because his name was Wayne Bruce.
Okay. Man bat. Cool.
Knew a kid at school called Bruce Swain.
Okay.
So his name was Batsman.
Okay. Fair.
I remember one from a Reddit thread a few years ago. Guy called Paul, heavily built with a very pronounced brow. They called him Neanderthal.
Okay. Nice.
Let's see.
Let me know when you're getting to the end of this, because I have a story about my own nickname that was given to me all the way back in elementary school. That's just like that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give a couple more.
Okay.
Worked with a chap in IT support. He got dumped with us and didn't have a clue what he was doing and was not very bright. Mm-hmm. We named him New York because he was 8 hours behind the rest of us.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, no.
We named this guy Chili because his dad was called Con Carne.
What? Okay. Oh, God.
Oh, another Batman one.
Okay.
Batman because he'd never leave without Robin.
Oh, God.
Because he was always stealing things.
Oh, God. Okay.
Worked with a girl called Indy because her real name was Anna Jones.
Indiana Jones. Oh, God. If we ever work with someone named Crystal Skull, right?
Yep.
Indy.
Absolutely.
Crystal Skull.
Worked with a guy called Fool because his name was Phil and he was missing an eye. It goes back to the Claire one.
Full.
Claire and Phil should get
Yes.
together.
Claire without an eye and Phil without an eye.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My dad used to work with a chap known as medium-sized Gary because there was also a big Gary and a little Gary.
That's kind of like during Avengers Endgame when Rhodey, meets up with Ant-Man when he lands at the headquarters for Avengers. He's like, "What's up, regular-sized man?"
Regular-sized man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
Let me try and find one last good one, and then I'll send it over to you. Unless you want to tell your story, and then I'll finish off with.
okay. So in elementary school, before I got braces, my teeth were very crooked, and my two front teeth stuck out over my my lower lip, right? Just like a beaver or a bunny or a SpongeBob. Yeah. Yeah. And so my classmates subsequently called me Jerabbit.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Yeah. So just a little nice story time for you there.
That sounds horrible.
They called me that for a while. So yeah, that's why I understand Schmiegel. I mean, Isabel's.
Poor Schmiegel.
Yeah.
Oh, that one, I don't even feel safe saying that one. That's horrible.
Oh God.
Show you it's that one.
Oh! Oh!
I'll tell you after we stop recording.
Oh! No! No, you can't do that. You guys are just gonna have to trust us. It is so bad. It is awful. But we can't.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to say it.
Yeah.
Here. No.
I
It's
quite
awful.
like this one though. It's a bit of a dirty one, but I quite like this one. Pandora,
Okay.
because this girl didn't take a breakup well. So basically she caused chaos if you opened her box.
And by her box, you mean? Oh. How?
When it's a great anatomical detail there.
Yeah. Was that an alien language that you?
Sometimes it's the only way that you can explain things.
God, Jesus. There's a lot of stuff that happens during the censor that you guys don't hear. I've heard the meaning of life during one of those censor
Great.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh God. Oh God.
guy nicknamed Susan because he had a boil on his face. Susan Boyle.
And with that, I think we're done, Nick. We're done. Do you have a question of the week for us?
What's your favorite nickname?
My favorite. Well, I think if we were to create a nickname for you and Nick, right? What would be your nickname? Because obviously mine was already J Rabbit.
Yeah.
Right. So what was your guys' nickname?
Well, mine was boring. I was just British because I was the only British kid at
British
school.
Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even
And
British Nick, just British.
Yeah, and
There were
then we
people
have
that didn't
normal
know I
Nick.
was called Nick. So.
Yeah, and then we have normal Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But if you were to create a nickname for yourself, what would it be?
Probably like megaphone because I'm too loud.
Oh God. I'm gonna end this with something that's gonna piss you off. Okay.
Is it a maths equation?
Yes. So you guys both are Nick, so you guys are Nick squared, and I am the square root because I cancel you guys out. Anyway, thank you guys very much for listening to this last. No, this is not the last.
It might be if you keep bringing up maths.
Thank you very much for listening to another episode of the JavaScript Podcast, everybody. Let us know what your favorite nicknames are.
Good night, everybody!
I'm killing myself.